I'm asking.
Maybe. now that we got to commit to it, I don't know for sure.
Alrighty.
I'm going to kill myself.
Uh,
I need 13 to 24, and you're
You
telling me
can't
to
say that.
25?
This is being recorded. You have to say unalive yourself.
don't do
Absolutely. You should not have. You should not have.
What slurs are permissible?
that. I mean, honestly, I'll bleep them, but whatever I'm gonna name your full name, address, and IP address. It'll be popped up on the screen right now.
Every time it's a censor bar.
And we'll censor it in a way where it's like you can still absolutely tell what the word is.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna censor the first and last letter and nothing else. Honestly, that feels like a good enough intro, and I'm already recording. Hey, gang. Welcome to the Hypercam podcast.
Or the camera feed.
Oh, yeah. My camera feed is borked, but that is the nature of the Hypercam. Welcome to the
Spider lag. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Welcome to the Pop Dart podcast. I'm here with a few guests. My producer, as always.
Let's go!
That's great. As well as my friends Dalton and Nick.
You missed it.
Welcome to the channel officially. Have you guys been on the channel before?
I started the channel with the
Well, I think everyone's been in the awards.
video?
That's true, in the awards
That too.
video. Which one?
Dalton was in the Incredibles.
Oh,
Sinestro.
that's right.
Or-
Not Sinestro.
Was it
Fully
Sinestro?
different guy.
What's his
Sinestro is the Green
What's his name?
Lantern.
Syndrome.
Syndrome. Yeah.
syndrome? Dude, I got a syndrome. Jesus.
The down.
You're going down. Syndrome. That video's doing all right for itself at this point. I don't know if you've kept up, but it has like
I have not. I
A
haven't
few-
even watched it.
you've never seen it at all?
Wait,
I've
you've
watched
never
the
watched
premiere.
it?
You
I
watched
watched
the
the
premiere.
premiere,
Never seen a video.
Oh,
and that
okay.
was it.
Well, that counts.
That counts.
That's the video.
That's the video. Welcome.
I rated enough.
Nick,
Let's
have
go back to
you
Black
been on the
Jack.
podcast before? I feel like no.
I don't think so.
Well, it's
believe.
a pleasure to have you. Nick is one of my many roommates. Dalton is an ex-roommate of a friend, so I don't really even know him. But we're all good pals
Yeah,
here.
Dalton just kind of invited himself, so
Dalton just kind of showed
feel
up
free to make fun of him in the comments.
on my
They found
porch.
me on the road, honestly.
I like your new mustache, Dalton. I need you to send me a picture of your
Thanks.
mustache so I can put it on screen. But it's a good touch.
Not gonna do that.
I'm gonna
but
put your
thanks.
full face on screen, no matter what you say.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Dalton Incorporated is not any way associated with the hypercam industry.
Literally. Imagine having an ink of just your own name. What do you do, Dalton?
What are you, Dalton?
You can see here, audience, we're heading to the casino right now in lovely San Andreas. It's a balmy 40 degrees and drizzling. And you may notice we don't have half of Hypercam here today because half of Hypercam got friggin' married last whenever. What day was it?
Saturday?
Last Saturday. Congratulations to Hannah and her
This
new-
past Saturday.
this past Saturday, my best friend got married. You would think I would remember that, but it's all in the past. No, congratulations to Hannah and her new husband.
What a lovely night.
It truly was. What a great time.
Beautiful. That play. I don't know if I told them that enough. It was so gorgeous.
It was so nice. What was it? The Embassy Theater in I don't know if
Now
I
you
should say.
doxing us.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah,
It's a big enough city.
Do you give out?
Bleep that.
Like I said, I will be giving
Why the
out your
fuck do I
full
have-
name, address, and IP address. I believe I mentioned this at the outset of the podcast. Where are you guys in the casino right now?
At the blackjack table.
The
Are you
blackjack
surprised?
table. Not at all. Hold on, let me do my lucky will spin.
I just
God.
won a Devastator for free.
That's crazy, actually.
Brand
I
new
am
car.
using the Hypercam official gamer claw
Oh my god, dude!
for GTA.
Thing is still on. Time I see it.
And I've
I
forgotten
saw
all the
that thing
controls
when I
found.
came over. That is like, Jesus! You don't need the test. You're on the spectrum. Like, you know
Real.
that for certain.
Wait,
You-
what
You
did I
buy that?
miss?
It comes with a
The
diagnosis.
gamer claw.
Uh,
I think it's funny that you're facing the camera using the controller, turning
Yeah.
your. That's real of you, honestly. I got $50,000. All right, let's.
honestly, if you pulled up, if I streamed and you pulled it up, that would help.
Damn.
Oh, well, so I'm actually recording this Discord
that
for
monitor.
the yeah.
Gotcha. I'll just
Otherwise
do it
I
like
would.
this.
Uh,
Eventually, we'll have to put the camera like right here.
I kind of want to get
I'm
a
gonna spin
dedicated
this man
Nate cam.
alive.
Yeah, I also just do need to get a
You think you
webcam.
think I hit again? 16.
I think you hit because you got an ace as a backup. There's no
Let's
reason not
go.
to.
Let's go observe the gambling.
Oh,
Hold on.
No way.
This man's not making it home tonight.
Oh,
Are you like
What
in
do
the
you
high
mean?
roller suite? Where are you?
We're playing blackjack.
Absolutely not.
No.
I wish I had that kind of
Am I
money.
stupid?
they can't afford it.
I got 60 grand.
Are we not in the same session? This is a travesty.
I don't think
I sent you an
you
invite.
are in mine.
This is
Go to the
unprofessional.
friends tab.
This is unprofessional. We're
Brother, what are you
recording.
doing? No. Oh
I
my
like how Nate
god.
is all tatted up.
It's true.
I might have tattoos.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I
Show us
forgot
your
to
skin
bet.
naked.
Show us your skin naked.
Go ahead.
Sure, I'll bet
Skin him.
1,000.
Can I get an invite game?
5. Oh my god!
This is riveting podcast moment right
damn.
now because I literally can't even see what you're gambling.
You know you're
Wait,
allowed to. cut
you just
stuff
got
out,
21?
right?
Hold on.
That's
man.
true.
This is my luck, Nate. Wait till you see me come back with money in Vegas.
This man no longer has a family.
Every time I bust, you lose a kid.
That's typically
Usually
not
the other
the way that happens. I was about to say.
I'm having kids again because I'm running out of kids to kill.
Dalton, how would you
Fuck.
describe your own vibe?
I don't want to be that guy, but I don't know if there is a cute definition. Skinny, weird, tall. I don't know.
I was thinking about your Vegas stories, and it made me curious how you would describe yourself, because I definitely think of like fascinating drug usage when I think of you. How's your bucket list going? Any
It's going
updates there?
That's the thing is we've never seen Dalton take drugs like that. We've only ever heard the stories.
That's true.
That is true.
That is
That is
true.
true.
You were
What's
What's
mellowed
up with that,
out.
Dalton? You don't want to take drugs around us?
Yeah. What's going on, man?
I mean,
I just need to be around like in a very specific environment for a lot of the stuff that I'm trying for the first time. So like
That's fair.
I could see myself being on
Have you
a
ever tried
specific psychedelic
mushrooms?
than you guys. Of course I have.
this
Okay.
man's not a fan.
What go down the list of the drugs you have tried, because I
Okay,
am curious.
This is being shared with people.
They don't know your last name.
It's YouTube. They're not going to care.
It is not hard to. All right, so I get another 21.
Go ahead and kill me.
Just remember, Dalton, it's not illegal to do drugs. It's illegal to buy or sell drugs.
And also,
So as long as you got them for free, it's not illegal.
right. And on top
back in
of
the
that,
day-
the entirety of the Hypercam podcast and Pop Tower podcast and Hypercam LLC is entirely fictional.
Did you complete your tax forms
Oh.
last year?
Literally. Tell me about your taxes,
I'm
Dalton.
related to a tax agent who does my taxes for me. I know they're pristine.
Oh.
I'm perfectly fine.
Nepo baby.
Don't look at each other while you say that. When did that gun get there?
When you started talking about drugs.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but what drugs have you done? Tell me.
I feel like I'm being interrogated.
You are.
You are.
So, Back in the day, I used to smoke nutmeg. That gave you like a nauseous high.
Crazy.
That was back before there was even teens. I'm going down the list, man. I'm going clean through. Then obviously pot, and moved on to acid. I've done shrooms, and then I've definitely done coke, ecstasy. I've tried Molly, Adderall.
Real.
What am I missing here, Nick?
I think I pretty much got most of it for you.
I like how Nick has for sure kept track of the drugs you've done, Dalton.
Kyle, Nick, and I tend to generally have a very great.
My friends and what they
Yeah.
That's fair.
an important part of the drug taking experience.
Cool. Now
Gotta have
rank
some
them.
people to share it with, otherwise it didn't happen. Okay. I put.
Why do they keep giving me
Wow.
six?
This is difficult because one or two, pot and LSD. One is great for a myriad of reasons. The other is great for a completely different subset of reasons.
I'm sure.
Like I cannot do LSD like even if I tried more than once a year. I think that's terrible for the brain. I doubled down on no 20.
Not great for the brain, but
Damn.
Did you double down on a 20?
Yeah, I wanted to get an ace.
I gotta get to this casino, man. I'm losing all my B-roll.
So,
But go on.
and then third place, I would probably put Adderall.
Okay.
I definitely need to be medicated in my life, and that was just a confirmation for it.
I see.
I still experienced all that the classic college stories would kind of emphasize how it was like you just wanted to write, you just wanted to organize shit, you wanted to do things.
Right.
And coke is definitely like a close fourth. Shrooms I put dead last.
Dang.
Did not
Yeah,
like shrooms.
I did not like shrooms. One of the first times I did it, I didn't get any visuals or anything. I just started manually breathing for 6 hours.
His heart
That's
real.
made him panic in the corner.
Dalton, I don't know if I could ever convince you, but if I ever could, I would like you to take shrooms with me under my controlled environment.
I do that. I think that I've
Let
done drum circles and shit.
let me
Like-
craft an environment for taking
Okay.
shrooms, and then we'll take
Yeah.
shrooms together, and I think we will have a good
Four-door sedan, doors removed.
No.
Doing 90 down the highway.
That's more of an acid thing than a shrooms thing. Sure.
Hood gone. Engine barely hanging on.
Rattling. Engine rattling.
Double down.
That's incredible. Because so describe the bucket list. It's literally just like a list of drugs you want to attempt before you perish, right?
Yeah, so I always kind of pictured. Yeah, I always kind of pictured. So my parents told me to straight up that they're not making it to 80. They said that by the time they turn 70, they are going through a decade of drug and other binges and will not be making it to 80. So
Damn.
you know that kind of instills a little something in you to be like, I gotta have my own little thing. You know
What?
Like,
Well, if they're gonna do it,
What drugs? Like heroin? Like what kind of?
I bet. I wouldn't put it past her. It'd be like, yeah, I'm 70. I'm ready to go. Why don't you try fucking black tar? Like, you know? Like,
I mean, I guess I kind of get the
woman
mentality.
who asked me if I could get her a pound of cocaine.
yeah, it's
A pound is crazy.
not for everyone, you know?
That's real. Your parents are also very interesting to
Remember when your
me.
mom asked me if I could get her a pound of cocaine for a party? And I said,
They make
it- they make the
You
content
gotta,
themselves.
you gotta bleep what the drug is.
A pound. I can bleep that. I can bleep cocaine.
For anyone who didn't hear
thank
it,
you.
they
You
said
guys- I
cocaine.
recommend, by the way, I don't know if
Oh god, my shit's falling apart.
you should
over
turn
here.
off the camera through Discord.
Yeah, I think you're right. Hold on a second.
I mean, it's kind of a vibe.
It is kind of a vibe, but it's also like my
That's gonna be
entire
the easiest way of doing it.
recording process is falling apart right now because my GTA is lagging my Discord. So I tell you what, You stream.
Throw some sugar in your
Yeah.
biscuit
Yeah.
and it works. It'll fix it. Whoa, 4,000 chips.
There
I'm
we go.
still down, but only
Oh,
by
you're
2K.
This is just
Excuse
this
me.
will just be the vibe. Yeah, disable or
We can leave
we
our
go.
video running now.
there we go. So now it's just this, and this is also kind of interesting.
Now I can peek at their car.
So that's your drug experience, Dalton.
Yeah.
Nick, you have any crazy stories with it? You strike me as just like kind of a casual addict.
I guarantee you Nick has been butt-ass naked on drugs before. I can just
What's
feel it
the
in my
nakedest
bones.
either of you have been on
Well,
drugs?
yeah. I mean, I've had sex on drugs, so.
Well, that doesn't
That's
count.
naked,
That's
you have to
intentional nakedness.
What's the most accidentally naked you've been?
Like because you're just hot or it's just going crazy.
When I
Like
do
not for
drugs,
sex.
When I do drugs, I have control over myself. I have a good time, and I know how to do them well. I don't lose.
Well, I'm
control.
not saying you don't have a good time, but just like you'd be like, you know, it'd be really fun right now if I took my clothes off. You
I don't know
know?
what kind of drugs you're doing, but do not make me take my clothes off.
Or a similar vibe.
Let's see.
I
Put
don't know.
that there.
Ecstasy is probably my number one. I fuck with ecstasy a lot. I just like the feeling of constant happiness and nothing can go wrong.
See, for me, that's what shrooms is. But I've
Yeah, but
I've only
that's a-
taken
that's a mental-
shrooms in
If you
like,
get into a bad experience with shrooms.
yeah, you
Ecstasy
can.
Just can't have you just can't feel negative. We remember talking about with Mac and Dalton. I was like, you guys, it's just you just don't feel. It's impossible to have a bad time.
But I think
Right, right.
the other thing about that though is that anytime I've taken shrooms, it's been in a really good environment that like I'm comfortable with and with
Yeah.
people that I'm really
Yeah,
comfortable
like that.
with.
It's based off of like what's around. Ecstasy, you're just gonna have a great time. You're just
Yeah.
at least gonna
That's fair.
not have a bad time. You could be sitting and doing nothing and still just enjoying it all.
What chemically is ecstasy?
All of it, dopamines, serotonin, it releases it all at once. That's
Wow.
why you're really not supposed to do it within 3 months of each other. Otherwise, you risk serotonin syndrome and shorting out your brain.
Brain blast.
Yes.
What Jimmy
Another
Neutron
important thing,
spoke
if you're
of.
gonna do drugs often, is you need to know like the science behind them and
I had a girl do that once.
how to avoid things like
A
that.
brain blast?
I
Exactly.
think that's what the movie was called.
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt
But
Cobain.
like
blast?
my favorite time taking mushrooms. Have you guys heard of the video game Journey?
Yeah,
Have
we
not.
played that.
So it's just a video
yeah.
game it's just walking.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
desert.
But it's like really cool and creative, like environments, like art environments. Just a really beautiful game. So
Watch on mushrooms.
the night started, we all took mushrooms. We spent like 2 hours on a bed, like 5 of us on a bed, just giggling at each other. We just couldn't stop giggling at each other. Like as soon as you looked at someone, you just fucking laughed, and there's nothing you could do about it. One of them was in like a unicorn onesie, and that
I'm
was just
sure,
an
yeah.
insane experience. But then we went to the living room, and we had like LED lights going on and music playing. That was like perfect, like high music while playing Journey. We were like passing the controller
Right.
around, and that was fucking incredible.
Hell yeah.
Doubt I'll ever top that in my life. And I got the same thing you did, Dalton, of like manual
Yeah.
breathing.
Yep.
But I enjoyed it because I realized for some reason exhaling felt so much better than inhaling.
That's
So I was just like enjoying the long exhales of like, damn, that
Interesting.
shit feels so good. Of like,
Brother's taking tokes of oxygen.
yeah, it's like just enjoying what I've got going on. And I was loving the hell out of it and like feeling like
just lay out of it.
my
Like, just gotta
nervous
get it out of your head.
system like
Right.
firing neurons. I know that's not actually what it was, but that's what
Right.
it felt like.
Right.
And it was just a top tier experience.
One day.
And that's one of the like 3 times I've taken mushrooms. I really want to take mushrooms like consistently.
During the
I like
time
them
where
on
I had
pizza.
more access to mushrooms.
Nice.
It was like the apartment era for us, and during that time, like my main thing I would do is when I took a bunch of mushrooms was go and sit on their back porch and just look at the leaves and watch the leaves move and breathe.
Mm.
It's my favorite things to do, especially the brick wall.
I've never been.
Oh yeah.
I've never been outside while on mushrooms, and that is definitely something I would like to
My
try.
favorite thing to do. Mushrooms
One day.
feels a lot more natural and breathy, so outside is a great.
Yeah.
I know
Acid is
Albie has
more
done that a few times.
rattlesnakey and raw. So
Rattlesnakey?
Acid, acid is a
Yeah.
fickle bitch from what I've
Yeah.
seen. I've never taken it, but I've been around so many people that have taken it, and it is
Yeah.
a fickle mistress.
Describe
In the best
rattlesnakey.
In the best way, it feels like
Twisted meat.
skinned, and everything is raw and like, but like in a good way.
Everyone I've seen take acid loves acid and throws up when they take acid.
But that's insane.
Horrible.
So, did I tell you guys, specifically you two? I know Nick has probably heard the story a billion times. The thing I was known for in high school, like the kids would see me in the hall and be like, "Oh, that's the guy that took acid and went to school."
Yeah.
You guys ever
What
hear
was that
about this
experience
story?
like?
This is, oh my god, it was
Dumbass.
regrettable. It was so fucking stupid. So I remember it was first period, and I ended up, I think it was like just after a literal high school breakup, right? Like it was a unhealthy time for an unregulated emotional teenager.
Mhm.
And,
I didn't mean to hit. Fuck! I meant to stand. God damn it.
I pushed. God damn it.
But first period, I remember I bought a gel tab, a double-laced gel tab
We love us
of
some
acid, and man, that's threatening. I'm scared just like just looking at the camera and seeing
Oh,
Cam
sorry.
holding the pistol. Ah!
It feels so good in the hand, doesn't
It
it?
is pretty nice. I won't lie. Sorry, but go on.
Yeah, no, you're good. Bought a gel tab by first period, right? And I remember by second, yeah, it was 7 in the morning. By
The
second
weapon is
period,
cleared.
after I took it, second period, everyone already knew about it. Like everyone and their fucking mothers was coming up to me being like, "So, like, you feel anything yet? Like, anything going on?" And I didn't have an answer for them. And then by third period, I couldn't read. It was third period was band class. I was sight reading, and I could not read for the life of me. And so there was this part in the music where it was me and one other person, because I was like one of the percussionists, and one of the two percussionists there, one of the two sight reading. Half the time it was just dead silent, and I knew it was me, and it was supposed to be me, and I did not have an explanation for it.
Damn.
That was horrible. The rest of the day was basically not any better. I started to really improve right around 5th to 6th period. I could read again. I could speak basically. But I made it out by the skin of my fucking teeth. I genuinely don't know how a single person wasn't like, "Oh, that kid's high."
People did crazy shit like that all the time in high school, of like showing up drunk or high or both, or like
We
with a
had
firearm.
You know what I just realized?
We had a
That-
pretty strict
This my superiors
Mhm.
at work can never find this podcast episode, or I'm fucked.
Really?
A little bit, but you know what? It's all right.
So for security purposes, I can't mention the company or
Oh, right.
or client that I
The
work
com-
for.
That's totally fair. But also,
Just refer to it as.
is your name on the channel?
I'm pretty sure one of either
Surely
you or
it
Hannah
must
has
be.
called me by name.
Yeah. Probably not by full
I
name.
mean, I'm not worried about it, but like I'm just not. Just don't mention anything about my work.
That's fair. That's fair.
He works here.
He works for the Pentagon. No,
Mr.
they wouldn't.
President,
They wouldn't care about drug usage
That's
there.
real.
12,000 ship win. I'm
Um,
up again.
But what's crazy? Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna steal whoever's thunder it was just to talk about what's crazy about me barely making it out. That was like, was it sophomore year? I think like real early on in my high school, and senior year. This acquaintance that I had, he's a good buddy of mine, shows me. He's like, hey, I got a tab of acid, and it was like third, maybe fourth period, and he's like, should I take it? Should I do it? And I was like, buddy, you came to the right person. I can tell you with 100% confidence, do not fucking do that. There's nothing to be gained, everything to lose.
Zero
Don't do it.
upside, only downside.
Yes. And so it was just after lunch. I heard my name being whispered across the room. I look over, holds out his tongue, and he's got a piece of paper on it. I'm like, man, like, fucking
Rip.
buckle up. So, I didn't see him for 2 periods after that. And it was nearing the end of the day. We're sitting in class. He's sitting at his desk with eyes like saucers, just staring at an empty whiteboard, right? Like dead ahead. Everyone's walking in, and he's not even like blinking an eye. And only me and one other guy know at the time. Like he seems to be keeping it pretty on the down low. But again, he looks like he looks fucked.
Right.
And so
If you go within
sit
5
down-
feet of them, you'll know.
Right.
Right, yeah. And so we all sit down, and class is about to begin. And you motherfucker. And out of nowhere, we hear like the door knock, and the teacher's like, "Yep, come on in." And one of the like teacher assistant like people that would like hand out passes and stuff during classes came in, and she had like a piece of paper in her hand. Teacher goes, "Oh, a pink slip." He's like, "I haven't seen one of these in a while." He takes it and he goes, "Buddy, what'd you do?" And
The worst thing
Buddy
to say to someone.
Buddy was the guy's name out loud, and so immediately I don't look at him. I look at the only other person who knew at the time, and we lock eyes, and we both realize at the same time that one of two things is about to happen. Either A, he's about to go down and tell the principal that he's high because he got in trouble because he's high, or B, he's not even in trouble because he's high. He's in trouble for an entirely separate situation, but he's so high right now.
Right.
So he goes down.
Paranoia out the ass.
Dude, I can't even imagine the dread you would feel. Like especially walking down the steps alone. Like nobody's in the hallways. You're about to go to the principal's office. Like, oh my god. So yeah, I probably would have just walked out. I probably would have walked
I'm gonna
home.
leave now. This is gonna be a problem for tomorrow me.
This is tomorrow's problem for tomorrow's me.
This is probably for me not tripping balls right now. The amount of times I said that while I'm tripping balls. Like at the party when I saw the door was off the hinges, I was like, huh, that's crazy.
That was all. The fact that Val keeps going to parties and removing doors.
Veering off the hinges.
So for context for the audience, and now I also have recently gotten confirmation that that Valerie has been going through the podcast episodes, so they'll get to this episode eventually. Valerie is a friend of ours who
wonderful human being.
Lovely.
Life of the party.
Truly.
Sure.
I love Valerie so much. I want to hang out with them so much more. But at 2 parties in a week succession, they have gone to a party, and at that party, a door has fallen off. Like,
crazy. I never made the comparison that it's happened 2 parties in a row.
They're the only common thread. I mean, well, I guess you were also there, so it could have been you, and they were just the spectator. But I feel like
it could be Dalton's fault.
You could be the door remover.
Bathroom? Is that what you're accusing me of? That I went in there and set up cameras in the ladies' bathroom before anyone went in there beforehand?
I'm accusing you of going in there and unscrewing the door. That's what I'm accusing you of. The cameras are your own.
What the fuck? Crazy.
I was the one to bring the Benjamin to the wedding. No one else would. And I said,
I would just say, I just want to clarify for the record. Dalton says he would never do that. I would like to re-clarify the statement that Dalton made previously, talking about diabolical licks, such as stealing sinks and toilets from high school bathrooms.
This is true.
No. I said
I
this is
would
outside of our
I would
scope.
call
No,
into
no, no, no,
question
no. I said this is outside
Dalton's
of our
character
generation.
on this matter.
I said specifically at the start of that story, I remember telling you that this was 2 years after high school, whenever the devious lick trend started.
If you could devious lick
And
something
perhaps
right
the
now,
individual known as
What a
Dalton
great
would
question.
be
What-
inclined to continue this trend.
if you could devious
for
lick
the
anything.
intent of mischievous tomfoolery.
what would you deviously lick?
The Mr. Pointy mural at the Chicago Art Museum made by Takashi Murakami.
I have no clue what that is. Tell me about
You
it.
want me to look it up?
I mean, I'll put a picture up after the fact, but just
Side-
tell me about it.
I got a sidebar after this.
So-
My old boss is Lexus just because he doesn't need it.
Real.
That's nice. That's nice.
I could use a Lexus.
So Takashi Murakami is like just an artist that you recognize, but without realizing that you recognize him, kind of deal.
Mhm.
Like when you see his art, you're like, oh, that looks familiar, and then you see his work that you recognize, and you're like, oh, fuck, this guy's awesome. He had, I don't know if it's still there, and a giant exhibit. It's just like it is twice the size of me and the length of me, and it just hangs on a super large wall. And something about it is just. It's beautiful, man.
I like how much Dalton's measuring system revolves around his own body.
I'm a tall guy, dude. There's no like.
Oh man.
The only point of reference that I had whenever I could compare the photos was me standing next to it, and I was like, "Holy shit, I can't see over it."
Yeah, but I'm taller than you.
So there you go. So
So yeah, are you
convert that
actually
to
a tall guy?
Nathan's. Yeah.
Well, it's easier to compare your own height. It'd be really weird to be like, dude, it was like 2 Nates.
That is
Wouldn't
actually
just be
crazy.
a more obscure measurement method. It's like, yeah, he's the tallest guy that I've been around, so
Say that,
obviously.
but I often think about comparing things in terms of like Logans.
Well, that's what the
look-
king
that's
did.
different.
Yeah, that's 2
That's
or 3
different.
Logans.
That's
Logan is a very vertically
It's a compliment.
challenged
I go around telling people
individual.
he's 5'6", just to help them, just help spread it, and maybe they'll think it.
yeah, that's worth it. Because
What
I
about
still
you?
think he is 5'6".
What about you, Nate? What would you deviously lick?
What would I deviously lick?
Mhm.
So assuming I get away with it,
Yeah,
Dalton's anal virginity is not.
I don't know, like the Mona Lisa or something expensive
That's
that
true.
I can sell. Like
That's
the Hope Diamond.
apparently more viable in recent history than I would have thought. With the
Boring.
what was it? The
Diamonds?
Louvre got robbed recently.
If I could
Louis Vuitton?
if I could deviously lick something. Excellent phrasing. Sydney Sweeney. Just kidding.
Oh, I'm gonna leave.
It would have to be
Double
like the U.S. government treasury or like something of that nature, like
Right.
some vault or individual item that is worth millions or billions of dollars.
The Declaration of Independence.
That's not
No,
worth
no.
as much as you think because
I
it's
changed
just
my answer. I want Dalton's Porsche.
it's not like there's only
Why?
one.
Well, that's true, but
Like-
I would probably meet Nick Cage in the process.
I can guarantee
No.
get away with it with the Porsche.
That's not how that works.
That's
If you're
Said
gonna
if I can
deviously
guarantee
lick
get
something to
away with
meet
it.
Nick Cage, steal like his mom's necklace.
Steal his mom.
Yeah.
Great 13. Watch me double down.
I would also.
But I was gonna sidebar.
Oh yeah.
Going back to like high school. Do you want to talk about like homeschool experience?
Oh yeah.
And like what it's like.
Are
to be
you guys
homeschooled?
homeschooled? Were you guys homeschooled? Are you
No.
still homeschooled?
Yeah.
I was public school born and raised. I learned all I needed from the public school.
Real.
Learn from these streets.
What homeschool program did you go through, Nate?
So initially when I started, it was a thing of like my mom would just order
Like-
books.
Right.
And essentially it was like the same books that you would get in school that are just like the curriculum.
Right.
And so I would just go through those for like the first 2 years. So I started homeschool when I was 11.
hmm
So I finished fifth grade, and then going into sixth grade, I did a week of public middle school, and then went to homeschool.
Real shit. You show up for a week, be like, this shit is whack.
And then did 2 years of homeschooling with the books. And as soon as I turned 14, got a job working for a propane and fuel company.
Right.
So I did that, and then the remainder of my homeschool, I finished my homeschooling when I was 16. I did the remainder of it through Penn Foster.
Penn Foster. I've never heard of this.
You've never heard of Penn Foster?
No.
Okay, Penn Foster was a pretty widespread, like,
The name's familiar.
online schooling thing. Like, it was kind of like the go-to thing for online schooling, at least when it was relevant to me.
Because when I was doing it, I was through K-12.
Okay.
Are you familiar with K-12?
I mean, I'm familiar with it as far as like school, like actual school goes.
Right.
Like actual school is.
Well, there's also like a
K-12.
homeschool like business, I guess. I don't actually know if they're still operating or not.
That's probably like the official government. Like,
probably, yeah.
Homeschool avenue.
Right. I did
But-
not like it. It was bad for me.
Penn Foster was easy, and you know, it was like bare minimums. It only took you a couple hours a day, truthfully, to get through what you need to get through for the day, and you can finish it at whatever speed. There's no like weird like time limits or anything where it's like you have to spend 2 hours studying this, or you know, you have to at least back then, you know, or you can only do it for 6 hours a day. It just let you do it as much as you want, when
Right.
you wanted, at whatever pace you wanted.
The problem I ran into is
finished
I
it pretty
just
quickly.
I just wouldn't do it. That was what I ran into. Is I just
My mom would essentially be like, "Okay, take the laptop and sit on the couch, and you have to be doing it from this to this."
Mine would
like,
too.
I would definitely be like watching YouTube in the background.
right.
But like be doing, because it was like the requirements for what the government actually needs you to do versus like what they have you do in high school is very different.
Right.
The requirements for like passing is like, can you do basic math and multiplication,
Right.
and like basic science stuff. So it was like, it truly took no effort to like just blitz through, and like you
Right.
didn't even have to read half of it, because I'd already gotten most of that from my elementary school years.
Right.
So there were a couple of things that tripped me up, like, you know, having to go into like trigonometry and stuff.
Right.
But other than that, or like algebra 2.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it was just like easy breezy sailing, you know, just
Would
click
not
the
have
obvious
finished school if
answer.
I was homeschooled.
Yeah.
Simply wouldn't have done it.
Yep, that's a matter of fact,
Uh,
guys.
I-
The
I didn't
only
do my
reason I
homework
passed
at
high
I
school.
I was considered a gifted child in school,
Me too.
so
He had
I'm
a
better
special
than all of you.
That's crazy.
Gifted too. If they said, "Oh,"
and look how he turned out.
I was also a member of the honor society.
Oh.
graduated with 2
Wow.
diplomas.
The only fond memory I have of homeschooling was they had the high set test every year. You know what I mean?
High set,
Or what was it fucking called? It wasn't the high set.
the
The
SATs.
stately test.
Yeah.
Every state has their own like uniform test. So like,
Yeah.
we had I-STEP. Indiana.
I-STEP.
God,
Yes, thank you.
I-STEP.
I remember I-STEP.
Okay,
So
North Carolina child, don't know what that is.
they had I-STEP. It's just like middle
We did
school
the
Standardized
SATs and then
testing.
your
Yeah.
final end of year exam.
You did it up
Um,
until you were old enough to do like the SATs and shit.
And the I-STEP they had to have you do in person for like
I'm going to
making
kill
sure
myself.
you're not cheating reasons. And one year it was like at this fucking library in the middle of nowhere, and it was like Indiana snowing, and there was a kid there that had Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo DS, and he let me play it in the cold.
Goated kid.
And that was my one fond memory.
Core memory. When I was a kid, I had like an original DS.
Mm,
Like it wasn't like slim and sleek. Like it was fucking fat.
Right.
Like the original DS, probably like
have
10 or
that.
15 years after it came
Is
out.
it the one with like the slightly reflective like top back, and like the
It
bottom?
was
like
it
the
was
matte
blue, and the top of it, like the top like screen
Yeah.
side, was like a trapezoid.
Yeah.
black.
Like not the screen, but like looking at it folded, the top half was a trapezoid.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I guess I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it was not flat all the way around. It was a chonky boy, and the only multiplayer gaming I ever did as a kid was on the school bus. Eventually, a couple other kids got DSs, and we would do like the
Picto chat.
no, you could do like wireless, like Bluetooth gaming.
Real.
And I didn't. I only had like Super Mario and like one other game because I was poor.
Right.
But the other kids had like Mario Kart and Mario Party and shit like that.
Right.
And I didn't have to have the game to play that with them.
That's
so
cool.
there'd be like
Yeah.
3 or 4 of us on the bus playing
Yep.
that, and that was like the best gaming moments of my life. And I was like the first stop on the bus, so I only got
Hell
like
yeah.
10 or 15 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, it
Dang.
sucked, but like those 10 or 15 minutes were like so crucial.
Right. I used to go over to a friend's house here in Fort Wayne, actually, here in Miscellaneous Place, actually, and they had a PlayStation 3, and I would play Little Big Planet, and I somehow was bad at Little Big Planet.
So I had a friend that had a PlayStation 2, and we would play like Crash Bandicoot, specifically Crash of the Titans. Shout out to that game.
We
and,
need to do
like,
a video on
couple
that
other-
one.
Yeah.
PS2,
But, like,
Mortal Kombat back on the PS2.
Me and everyone I grew up with was poor, so we each had like 1 or 2 games.
Yeah,
and we
you
would
were
just
like
kinda
as a
rotate.
village
I
creating.
had as a
production.
kid Battlefront 2, and I guarantee you, I
Oh,
put thousands of hours into Battlefront 2 single player as a kid.
up,
Like
up,
that's
left,
all
down,
I had
down,
to
down,
do.
left, up, left,
I
right.
didn't know any cheat codes. I played
That's
that
the
shit
invincibility
raw.
cheat code for
I
Battlefront
played
2
that
PlayStation
shit
2.
raw. I
have never forgotten it to this day.
I got so good at that shit. That's why I'm good at video games today.
Real.
Is because
Yep,
of Battlefront 2.
What would you say
Facts,
is
I'm the same
your?
way. And the
What would you
original
say
Halo
is
as
your?
I
Your
never played
favorite
Halo.
game
All
of
I
that
had was
era?
Battlefront 2.
What was your favorite game of that era? The like PS2 and Xbox era.
All I had Battlefront 2. That's all I had.
That's fair. What about you guys?
Great question. I would say probably either the Sly Cooper games, or is it Twisted Metal? No, that's not the one. So Twisted Metal was the other card game. Fuck. Hold on, come back to me.
I
I'd say
remember
right now the
watching
Sly
my
Cooper game.
friend play Sly Cooper on his PS2.
Real. What about you, Nick?
I played the Fate games, not Fate, Fable.
Really?
Fable. I played
Oh,
Fable on
Fable.
PlayStation
Okay,
2.
that makes
It
more
was
sense.
one of the only games that I had for PlayStation 2 between that and like. Honestly, couldn't tell you another game I had for that. I didn't really play many. I played more PC at that time. My dad had
Damn.
had COD for COD 4 for the PC. That's what I mainly played. That and Modern Warfare.
I remember, so I played on the original
Self-damage.
Xbox,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually my controller, like the sticks on the controller wore out
Real.
and like broke off. Like it wasn't they wore out, like they literally like melted
Snapped
off
a
the
piece.
controller.
Yeah.
And so what I would do is, you remember like the mechanical pencil erasers?
Uh-huh.
I would stab those onto the metal sticks.
Apparently that's good for accuracy. What is this, Dalton?
This is cell damage. This is
Not
what
on an
it was.
original Xbox controller, it's not.
Oh, damn.
So I would take like pencil erasers and stab them onto the metal sticks of the controller so I could keep using it.
Hell yeah.
Just so it wouldn't like cut me while I was playing.
This game looks crazy. What is this?
Producers calling
game-
5-minute tea time. I have to piss.
Understandable.
This game was the shit, dude.
What it
It's in the coffee maker. Make coffee.
like
Say it again. It's called cell damage.
well, I heard that part, but like
It's like a small little battle royale racing car game thing that like you played on the original Xbox. This is what I played a lot with my family. Like my sister, me, and my stepdad will all just sit around playing this.
mhm.
This is our version of Mario Kart before like the Wii came out.
That's awesome. It looks. I love the art style. Can you guys hear Kaiju absolutely losing her shit in the background?
Actually. Horny bitch. I went over when I was at my parents' house. I double checked. Coco's in here too.
Damn, such is life. I feel like you might have shown me cell damage before, Dalton, because the map looks a little familiar. But I was gonna say, I mean, we're probably getting near the end of the podcast now, but for YouTube's notice, this is a airsoft firearm and is not real and does not shoot real bullets.
Do you see how the tip is orange?
Yeah, see?
If it was like a real gun, why would you hold it like that? You
See,
know?
exactly.
If it was a real gun, you'd have a lot more trigger safety and everything else with it.
Well, it's also a unloaded airsoft firearm. So, and I've checked it. I was thinking during the podcast, because I've been like fidgeting with it, that eventually I'm going to get murked by a cop and they're gonna pull photos from this podcast specifically of me like pointing it at the camera as like it make me look like a gangster. But
Remember when I pulled a fake gun out at the party, at the Halloween party? And then
I did that.
A man pulled a real gun at me.
that happened? When did that happen?
Yeah. It was I think the year before when you came, when my cousin was going to bring us some acid, and brought his friends with him, who were all wearing ski masks and riding around in a big van they were doing perks in. And it was a Halloween party, so everyone knew my toy gun was a toy gun. They did not.
That's
the end of the
crazy.
night, too.
Was it in a threatening manner, or were they just like showing off?
No, he was pulling it on me because I had a.
What's
I was
the
pointing
recording
gun at
timer
everyone.
at?
44.
And I was just like, if I wasn't already fucked up, I would to barely react to him pulling a gun on me. It may have been an interesting night, but you know, every year we come a little close to disaster.
I have said before that someone will die at the Halloween parties.
That would be great, and I could ask for nothing more. In fact, Dalton, do it. Die at the Halloween party.
Honestly,
Okay.
Dalton, we're at the 44-minute mark.
Yep.
I feel like it's a good thing. Everyone make your bet for who will die first at a Halloween party, and that is where we'll call it for the night.
Definitely Kyle. I mean, come on.
You really think so?
He wasn't my.
clumsiest of the
He
group.
did almost shit
He
and
also
throw
he
up on so
also
many people.
really likes the roof. So
That's
I
fair.
know that combination is going to get to him one of these days.
But I feel like he has the constitution to tank it. I
That
feel
is
like
true.
I feel like
I think
he'll
he'll
be
have another
telling
one.
So,
stories as an old man about.
Here's like an
the shit he
interesting like conspiracy theory take on that for my take is all my life me and my friends have done stupid and dangerous things for fun.
Mhm.
And all my life me and my friends are always the one who get hurt, and I never have. I've never broken a bone or suffered any serious injury
Right.
other than like deep cuts, but I mean that ain't serious.
Right.
I've never gotten stitches or anything, and they've all been plotting on the one day that I will finally be the one to get hurt,
Right.
and I just never have. So maybe it'll be me. Maybe it'll
Maybe
all
like
go
the one time your luck
it'll all
runs
go
out.
in one night. And I'll just fucking die at the Halloween party.
It's non-zero chance.
On zero.
I think I would put my money on either Mac or, weirdly enough, Valerie. I don't want it to be Valerie.
I don't think it would ever be Valerie.
You don't think so? I feel like they would just explode.
No, that's not how the world works.
It's just a feeling. I'm putting it's double my money that Valerie explodes at some point. Otherwise,
That
Mac
last
though.
tequila shot.
I could see
Mac might
Jared.
die for the drive on the way home.
The MDCH just kills Jared.
No, I could see Jared because he's one of the relatively smaller people.
Alcohol
So
poisoning.
less resistant to
That's
drug
true.
and alcohol poisoning, but is also like a fucking go-getter.
Right.
Like if you're taking a
Shit
shot,
on
he's taking a
Good shit
shot.
on
Right.
You
He
know,
didn't
like
show up this year,
he's matching your
Logan
step every.
Trace is definitely an option.
Logan
every
Trace.
bit of the way. Logan
If
also.
he's there, it's a good chance that's going to be him.
I don't know how much of a go-getter Logan is. I haven't really interacted with him much.
Logan Tracer's the kind of guy that if I had